of their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New York Giants. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Lauletta. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Lauletta now on second. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 24. The toss out to Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Lauletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Letting one go deep for the... And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Foles. Oh, wide open, complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
McKinnon, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Tiger. Silence.
Here's Foles. Looking for Garcon. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's a give to Parkland. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Lauletta. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Tiger, tiger. Flat, flat. Okay.
Now Foles. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Six. Great, 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 great.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. Great, 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 great.
He'll drop to throw. And able to find Garcon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Foles now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Six, six.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Great, 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 great. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
'49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Go, go, go. One.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tiger. Six. One. Zebra.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Lauletta. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it third down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Mostert now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 6-yard line just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Foles now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Alec Ogletree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
13.
They'll look to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's offense back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Lauletta now to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Gone! Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Lauletta. It's caught. Shepard. Give him 30 yards there.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Giants on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Escaping the pressure right. And this is Selleck here with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
1. Let's go! Go!
Here's Foles. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
6.
play action. No throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Laletta. Space to maneuver at the 40. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Gone!
Here's Laletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Foles got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you back, we now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Mostert now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and
rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that really symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Foles. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Lauletta to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Lauletta, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Stewart on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, You tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
And he's into the clear. 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Gold with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
It's Lauletta off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They run it with McKinnon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
One. Pick.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! Tiger. Silent!
He'll look to throw. looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Darian Thompson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked by Darian Thompson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll... carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Beathard. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Alec Ogletree in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Beathard to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Beathard. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
Now Beathard. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lucky 56.
Beathard. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Hakeem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. New York set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll throw here. Beathard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kerry Wynn. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Niners on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit!
Back to throw Beathard. And the pressure gets to him again. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
The handoff comes to Stewart. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back to throw, Loletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Beathard to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. He was 2nd in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, and take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kerry Wynn in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
Check 52 the mic. Check 52.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And Lawlett is going to throw it here. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now McKinnon. Oh, good move. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even see that I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how the poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides I can shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stab, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the